How is it going, YouTube? Mo Sports Network back again today. Today we're doing my NFL picks. This is about 2 hours before the Dolphins Jaguars kick off for week 3 of the NFL season. So we're going to dive right in. First game, just as I mentioned, Dolphins Jaguars. From what I've seen so far this year, in my preseason picks, I had the Jaguars winning this game, and I'm going to keep that pick the same from everything I've seen so far this year. Minshew Mania looking a lot better than I thought it would, so I have the Jaguars winning this game here tonight. Sorry, Drexel. Dolphins, hopefully they can get their first win at some point. Next game, Niners and Giants. Giants have looked horrible this year. They're going to be competing for the first overall pick with the Jets, in my opinion. Niners win it, even with Nick Mullins at QB. Next game, Redskins at Browns. Browns looked really good against the Bengals last week. I think that can continue. I think the Browns offense continues to roll, and I think that defense is good enough to stop the Redskins. So give me the Browns in this one to beat the Redskins. Bengals, Eagles, pick the Bengals 2 weeks in a row. Not going to make that mistake again. I think Joe Burrow is going to get that first win at some point. He's obviously not going to go winless. He's looked really good so far. I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think they're too good to start the season 0-3, and if they do, something has to change there. Because losing to the Redskins and the Bengals, the first top 2 picks in the draft this year in their first 3 games, isn't acceptable. So a lot of pressure for the Eagles, and again, like last week, not too much pressure for the Bengals. So I am leaning Eagles in this game, but it's going to be close. I like the Eagles by less than a touchdown. Patriots, Raiders. Raiders have looked really good so far, but I think the Patriots have looked better. A tough game for the Raiders, and technically a short week, only an extra day shorter though. I think the Patriots have looked really good with Cam Newton so far. I don't think they've even tapped what their offense can do. I think it was a bit of a weird circumstance in that Saints game last week. I think the Patriots defense is going to keep getting better. Excuse me. And so I go Patriots in this game over the Raiders, though the Raiders have been looking good. Next game, Falcons, Bears. I'm going to go Falcons on this one. I picked the Falcons in my preseason picks to win this one. And I just don't know if the Bears have enough firepower to get this one done. The first 2 teams the Falcons have played are the Cowboys and the Seahawks, with clearly potent offenses that are going to be probably the strong suits of their team this year. I think the Falcons are going to be able to score on this Bears defense, which is good. It's a good defense, don't get me wrong. And I just don't know if the Bears are going to be able to keep up. The Falcons defense is bad. It's definitely bad. But I just think the Falcons can score more, or they can score on the Bears defense more consistently than the Bears defense, or the Bears offense will be able to score. If that makes any sense. I'm just going to go Falcons. I think they need this win badly. Probably game of the week, we have Rams-Bills. This one's going to be close. 2-0 teams. I wouldn't call the Bills, I wouldn't call them either Super Bowl contenders yet, but 2 playoff contenders, to say the least. And I'm going to lean Rams here just because of the Sean McVay factor and what I've seen from them this year in the Rams. But this one's going to be a really close game. I wouldn't be shocked if the Bills won this one. I just slightly lean Rams for the teams they've beaten so far this year. They've beaten the Cowboys, and they've beaten the Eagles. I think 2 better teams than the Bills, who had defeated the Dolphins narrowly, and then they also beat the Jets. So as far as battle testedness go, I think the Rams definitely have the edge there, and I just think overall right now they're a better team. So give me Rams. Then we have Texans, Steelers. Give me the Steelers. The Texans got a horrible draw with their schedule, playing 3 of the strongest teams in the AFC. I'm going to do my power rankings video later today, but actually right now, Kansas City, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh are my 3 best teams in the AFC. Texans have to face them back-to-back weeks, so just a tough draw for them. I'm gonna go Steelers, but the Texans need this one, or this season is gonna be a bit in doubt. It's a tough start for them, but I have the Steelers winning. Titans, Vikings. I don't know why I have a pencil in my hand. I don't know why Kirk Cousins is playing. What even happened to the Vikings? Not playing, but why he's playing so badly. I don't know how they get crushed by the Colts that badly. The Vikings have shocked me so far. They're my biggest surprise team of the year in a bad way from how flat they've looked in the first 2 weeks. And the Titans defense is not a team to get that victory against, that first victory. The Vikings, kind of like the Texans, a tough draw to start the season. But, yeah, I don't know where to go with them after that game against the Colts. And the Titans are not going to be an easy matchup. So give me Titans there. Chargers, Panthers. I'm going to go Chargers. I think the Chargers defense is too good right now for the Panthers. Not a struggling offense per se, because they have been able to put up points. But no McCaffrey, that's going to hurt them a lot. So without McCaffrey against this really strong Chargers defense, I don't know who's quarterback. I assume it's Herbert this week. Herbert looked good enough. I don't love Herbert. I still don't love the Chargers, but I think they're good enough to beat the Panthers this week and improve to 2-1, which is a decent start for what they are. Colts, Jets. Jets are garbage. Colts win next. We have Seattle and Dallas. This is an excellent, fun game. This is my other game of the week, other than Rams, Bills. This is going to be a really fun game. I'm just going to say I think the Seahawks win this game as a Cowboys, not a homer because I'm not a Cowboys fan, but a guy who's been pounding the table for the Cowboys that they can make the Super Bowl this year. I didn't make a Super Bowl pick because I think it's stupid to make a Super Bowl pick this early in the year. I just don't think it's not going to be a repeat of last year. But I think the Cowboys and the Seahawks both have potential to make the Super Bowl as far as it goes. I think the Seahawks win this game, but it's going to be a great offensive shootout sort of game. I think if you held a gun to my head and said which defense is better, I'd probably say Seahawks right now, just because of their addition of Jamal Adams. They've been playing better. But it's going to be a close match the whole time. Give me the Seahawks. It's a close game, though. Next game, Cardinals, Lions. Lions have been disappointing at the beginning of the season as well as far as what they've done so far. I lean Cardinals just because of how good their offenses look so far. And I think they have potential to blow up this week against the Lions team that has been floundering, to say the least. So give me the Cardinals to win here. Kyler Murray looks like an MVP candidate to start the year. If not for Russell Wilson, I think he'd be the top contender for it. So I think the Cardinals beat the Lions. Next game, Bucks, Broncos. Whether Jeff Driscoll or Blake Bortles plays, I don't like either of these guys against Tom Brady, especially without any Von Miller on this Broncos defense. Lost Cortland Sutton as well. Really shame for the Broncos because they were one of those dark horse, like Super Bowl bet teams that you had a good value of betting on. But give me the Buccaneers in this game. It's unfortunate for the Broncos, definitely. Next game, Packers, Saints. This one is a toughie. These next two this is a great week for football. At 1 o'clock, you're going to have Rams, Bills. If you're not a fan of any team, Rams, Bills is an excellent game to watch. Then at 4:25, you're going to have Seahawks, Cowboys. Then both Sunday and Monday Night Football, those night games are excellent. And picking them is tough. It's tough to make me pick them. I think I need to go Packers just because without Michael Thomas, this Saints offense didn't look good against the Raiders defense. And because of that, I feel the need to lean Packers, and I think I'm going to pick the Packers in this game. But the Saints really need this one, and if I were a betting person, I would not touch this game with any of my money. Even if I bet on games every single week, I would not touch this game. It's a dangerous one. I go Packers in my predictions, but I don't like it at all. And then final game, Chiefs-Ravens. I'm going to go Chiefs just because they're the defending Super Bowl champs and they look unbeatable so far this year. Ravens looked human to an extent last week when they played the Texans at times. They obviously beat the Texans pretty good. I don't think the Texans are that good of a team. I guess so did the Chiefs against the Chargers. The Chargers have a really good defense. So it's going to be a fun matchup, to say the least. I just think Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback. Andy Reid is a slightly better coach than John Harbaugh. It's a tough one again, like Packers, Saints. But I'm going to lean towards the Chiefs on this one. So that is it on picks this week. That is all from me. I've been Mo Sports Network. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys slightly later with my NFL Power Rankings for this week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.